Now a handoff. Running left is Bell. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Darnold from the gun. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. To throw is Darnold. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try the right side with Bell. He takes this to the 15. A flashy juke. That got him a couple extra yards. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend. And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
57's Mike. Mike 57. They can't hang with us. Mike 57. Mike 57. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Following the turnover, it's Haskins. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Hey, Team 6, Team 6.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
And a short run there for the touchdown. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A reminder that coming up later tonight, a good one on Sunday Night Football. We'll see what could have been a playoff matchup a season ago. The Bears and the Rams from L.A. And then tomorrow night, Monday Night Football from down in Mexico. Mexico City, to be precise. The Chiefs and the Chargers going at it.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
One set. Check Mike 50.
Tighten up. Pull it together. Hey, alert 3.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthinking.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Watch that in, tight end 3.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitask.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Brandon Copeland, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Hey, Echo. Whip. Watch the whip. Check foot. Red 80. Buzz.
On 1st down, Darnold. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Matt Ioannidis in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready. Mike 54.
You must be dreaming.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They find some open field here. Touchdown, Washington. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. That one good for 37 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 10-yard line.
Watch the eye.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Snap comes at 1. Now Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Montez Sweat in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returnable for Grant. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Throwaway and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
57 Mike 57. And let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Brandon Copeland. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd down, it's Love. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's Darnold. He completes it to Peake. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Montez Sweat has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaching, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now Darnold. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Over the middle, complete. It's Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down like we saw there. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 15. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Anthony Barr in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Throw left side complete to Burnett. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah McGuire, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A gain of 6 there on first. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Kill. He's checking. Crash.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Throwing now is Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
On second down, Love. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. The Redskins on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Too little, tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Darnold now to throw. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins.